Hi folks, Dan F. Howe again. So I do a little update on the rat rod. I started this project about three and a half years ago. Had a heart attack, got put on the back burner and sat outside for 3 years. Now I'm starting to work on it again. Had a John Deere 2-cylinder engine in it. I took that out. Now I got a flathead Ford V8 engine in it. And I think it'll be a lot better with this Ford engine than that John Deere engine. Well, flip the camera over here and show you what we got going since the last video. Hang on. Well, there's what we got. I decided to go with dual headlights on it on each side because everybody's got one single headlight. Besides that, a pair of headlight buckets is well into $150 worth, and I bought these for $14 a piece. They were fog lights. I took out the fog lights and put regular car headlamps in, the 5-inch ones. Turned out pretty good. Got my radiator mounted in there. Oh, that's another thing I wanted to say. I got these chrome push bumpers on here. Now, I found them in my junk pile. First I had these Wisconsin engine heads on there for bumpers, but I didn't know if I liked the way they looked or not. So I found them chrome push bars and stuck them on there. I don't know, let me know what you think. I had them heads on there and I didn't really think I liked the looks of them. I was going to go with a flathead theme because it's a flathead engine in there. And about a bunch of flatheads I got collected all over it. But I think I like the chrome push bars better. I found this guy give me this pair of fenders here. They're just sitting on here for now. I thought that was a pretty good score. This one's pretty bad shape. This one here isn't too bad though. I don't know if I'll use them or not, but they look pretty decent on there. It's coming along pretty good. You know, I just started with plain cowl here. So from here down, everything else is homemade. These are the tops of the fenders off a 70 Chevy pickup. And then I used cut a 3-inch piece of weld pipe into quarters. I used that for the back. Contoured it down for the sides of the roof. And I got a piece across the front welded to the top of the windshield bar. And then I cut the top section out of the Chevy hood and used for a roof. And then I cut the very front of it off last night and used that for a sun visor, which I really am proud of the way that turned out. I don't know what anybody else thinks, but I think it looks pretty good on there. I wasn't going to put one on there, but then I seen that front of that hood could actually be made into it. My boy mentioned it the other day, so I thought I'd try it, and by golly, that turned out really nice. Now I got another front axle for it. This front axle I got in there is probably from a 34 Dodge or something. But front axles nowadays are getting really hard to find from pickups. And the only ones you can really find are ones people made trailers out of. Well, when people used to make trailers out of the pickup front axles, they'd weld the kingpin solid. And these on this axle are really welded solid. They just filled it all right up in here so solid I don't know if a guy would ever get it cut out of there. I'd really like to use this axle, but I don't know if I'll ever get that cut out of there. So then I found what I thought was a half-ton Ford axle the other day, which would be pretty common because I got the Banjo Ford rear end in the shed here. I was going to use on it. and that way all the wheels would match. But I get it home, and it's not a Ford's front axle. I checked all over on the internet trying to figure out what it was. I've never seen brake drums got a big whoop-de-doo in here, so you got to have special wheels to put on it. Well, come to find out, it's a Studebaker axle. And then I found out you can take and turn this ledge down and put 76 Chevy half-ton brake drums on it. So then any wheel will fit. What it is a 5-on-5 large GM bolt pattern. This axle was welded too, but I got it to steer now. I'll have to narrow it up because it's a pretty wide axle. But I think that's what I'm going to do, is take this axle, take that other axle out and put this axle in. Seeing how it's got the steering and everything on it. And these Chevy Rally wheels will fit on it. So that's what I'll be having on the front. I really wanted to put spokes on it, but I can't get anything to work out for that. Then I had these wheels. Will fit the axle that's in it now. But like I say, I don't know if I'll be able to get that cut apart. I'll show you as long as I'm in here. The back of it, here's the old Chevy hood all cut to shit. And here, cut the front out of it. Section out of it for the roof. What I'm going to do is this side section here matches the inside of my door pillar here, because that's where the hood shut originally. So I'm going to cut a section out of that, use that for the back of the door. The front of the door, I've got bought a bunch of 6-inch T-hinges the other day. Took the center out of them, cut notches out of here to work on the Model T hinges, or Model A hinges, excuse me. And that turned out pretty good too. I got this piece of angle iron bent to the curve of the cab. Turns out really good. So I'll just have to fabricate the doors piece by piece as I go. The back of the cab, that should be no problem whatsoever. I have the cowl all mounted up. Everything's solid as a rock. I can shake the whole truck. Oh, there went the fender fell off. Well, anyway, I'm going to take these fenders off and let you look at it without the fender and see what you think. I was kind of thinking of making a little wrecker boom and putting on the back. I always liked wreckers. I've had a few in my day. I've got this winch over here on the front of my trailer. Figured I might as well use it for something, a nice hand winch. I thought that would make a nice little wrecker. I might not be able to pick anything up with it or haul anything with it, but it would be a nice wrecker. Nice looking theme for the old truck. I really don't know if I want to call it a rat rod or not, because hopefully it's turning out better than I thought it would. As far as I'm concerned anyway, nobody else thinks. But I think I've done pretty good for the last week, seeing how cold it's been outside. Got to get my steering column mounted and all that good shit. Well, There she is. I just thought I'd give you a quick update. Let me know what you think about the push bumpers, or chrome bumper guards, or I think I'll mount a piece of rubber on the front of them through them in them slotted holes there if I do use them. Take some carriage bolts and some nice rubber and put on the front of them. I was going to use this straight 8 flathead, a 51 Pontiac, across the front of them bumpers too. Sitting back in there. I thought that'd make a nice looking front bumper as long as I had a flathead theme. But that weighs about 60 pounds, so that was out of the question. I could use it, but it's no sense having that much weight hanging on the front of that thing. One more little trip around here. Well, this video is getting pretty long, so I suppose I better shut her down. Thanks for watching. This is Dan off Hall saying so long. Till next time.